The final part of my AoE2 scenario guide is finally here, part 4 out of 4, explaining how to upload a mod to the AoE2 DE mod workshop. August 22nd, 2021 was the last time I did one of the videos for part 3, so 2 years ago. And here is the AoE2 DE mod workshop. I figured out how to upload things. The first example was a map that I did called Polar Cap, a video recently released on the process of making a random map script, and this is a modified version of Nomad. But now we are going to make a scenario, or we've made a scenario. We're going to upload a scenario to the AoE2 DE mod workshop. This is a version of Pac-Man I made. Pac-Madame is what I called it, since we start with a little blue villager and we have a few different long swords representing the ghosts of Pac-Man running around across this little area where the villager needs to collect all the berries on the map before the long swords kill the villager. And there's little triggers all around the place. So we want to upload this. The reason I didn't upload this previously is because I was having issues and I ran into one of the common mistakes players run into. So this is where you can find your game, users, your name, so in my case Colin, games, Age of Empires 2 DE, and then your game ID, which is a string of numbers that looks like this. And so if you follow that, you will get to, let me back up a little bit, you'll get to this. Then depending on what you're trying to upload, it might be under resources, common, if it's something like a scenario. So here I have a bunch of scenarios I've made for various videos and stuff. But I'm uploading it to my mods and local. And here is the mistake I made previously. I have this zip file. You need it as a zip file to upload to the Age of Empires 2 workshop. But inside the zip file, I have this folder. You don't want this folder here. This is one extra level. Inside this folder, we have resources, info.json, and thumbnail. This is fine. Everything below this is fine. Under resources, this is matching the other file path that I showed you for all the mods, resources common, and scenario. And here's Pac-Madame. This is the version I was using before. So we're going to redo this and change the file version. So what I'm going to do, this should have the same, everything should be good. Let's double check. Yep. Everything's good. So we're going to copy this and then just add in the new version of Pac-Madame. Oops. I'll rename this v2. And now I need to go get the newest version or the latest version of my mod. So to do that, let's go back to the string of numbers, resources, common, scenario, and Pac-Madame version 2. So I'll copy that, go back, whoops, to the string of numbers. And I have it under mods, local, Pac-Madame version 2, resources, common, scenario. And we'll paste it in there and we'll delete the old version. So now when I zip this, I want to zip not the main folder itself, but here, right here. So I'm going to use 7-zip because that's what I have. We're going to say add, or I don't want, yeah, just a plain zip. Add to that, and there we go. We have a zip folder, and we have everything the way it's supposed to. There's not that extra level where it's just Pac-Madame v2 as a folder. So this is what we're going to upload to the Age of Empires 2 mod workshop. So submit a mod. Hopefully it doesn't ask me to log in again. No, okay, we're still logged in. Enter a title, let's say Pac-Madame version 2. Or, yeah, that's fine. For the description, let's open up the info.json. I don't remember description, Pac-Man Age of Empires 2 DE. That's fine description. I'm not going to change that, but I'll just paste it in here. Drop images or click to attach. It wants a 16:9 aspect ratio. All right, there's our image. Click open. Does it like our image? Is it too big of an image? It's 8 kilobytes. It must be the wrong aspect ratio. We do need an image, it looks like. All right, it wasn't accepting the image, so I just grabbed a random image I had on my computer. I'm not too worried, this is just an example. All right, zip file upload. Here we have pacmadam version 2.zip. That's the zip file we just made. 9.3 megabytes, not a problem. Public. We'll say allow discussion. I don't mind if people message me on the mod workshop if anyone actually wants to play this. And click submit. And assuming all the files are correctly placed and the website's working correctly, we'll be able to upload our scenario to the workshop. Alrighty, the scenario is uploaded with my pixelated face. So let's look in game and make sure it is uploaded correctly. You can see subscribers 1, just myself. I don't know why that other image didn't want to upload, but we'll take it. This is fine. Let's go into game. Browse mods. Pack. Madame version 2, boom, with my face. Subscribe if you want to, and you can play that little scenario. So now let's look at how to upload an existing mod. Here we have Polar Cap is the map. 5 downloads now, okay. It was 3 earlier today, so I guess I've been doing a good job marketing my random map scripting skills. So we've published the map using the website. We follow these steps that are in the definitive random map scripting guide. I'll publish this, or I'll link it in the description so that everyone has access to it. It's just a Google Doc. But we're gonna do next is publish the map within the in-game mod manager. Specifically, we're going to update our mod. So here we have our Polar Cap and pacmadam v2. Polar Cap is the nomad style map that I've edited, and a video on that whole map process and random map scripting is out now. So if we look in the files, it's very similar. We have these files zipped if we were going to upload it to the website, but here we can just have a normal file unzipped, and in that resources we have a picture of what baskets drew up for what we want the map icon to be that shows up in the mod workshop. Similar info page, and random map scripts. We have a photo of the map and then the RMS. The photo map isn't showing up. I'm not exactly sure. It might just be a detail that I'm missing here. But let's say we open this and we wanted to change the size of the forest or something. Let's say I want the forest to take up, that's the wrong one. I want the forest to take up a little bit more space on the map. So we'll save that. We won't even test it in game. We're just going to save it and upload it so we have a little change in the mod to upload. So if we go here up to the little gear icon to our mods, and if we go to my mods, these are the local mods, and here we have Polar Cap, and I have this update mod button. So I can go ahead and do that. I can list the change log. So I could say like, we updated the number of forests or something like that. I'm not sure if you need to select mod folder, but I'll go ahead and select Polar Cap and click update now. And we get linked to the mod store with our map, last updated, today's date, and we get a description and then the change list where I updated it earlier today, but I just made that change again, and I'm not going to change it because it's a minor change, and sure, we'll leave it to a little bit more forced. So I would recommend uploading within the game. It's a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about making sure your zip file is correct. You just have to have the file path correct and don't have any extraneous details. And the definitive random map scripting guide explains that very, very well. So if you have any questions, I'd recommend you check that out. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm glad I could finally finish out this series on scenario editing. and I'll see you in the comments.